sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
It makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
2nd and 3. He finds his man complete. That's Jordan. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 70 Rangers, 18, Pioneer.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
18 Cardinal, 18 Mustang 19.
He'll look to throw. Complete. This is Mitchell. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Okay,
so
ready?
After the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. First down, here's Mitchell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Buffalo 18. Cup 19.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
65. Check mash. Check mash.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
Dragon 60.
He'll drop to throw. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The man who was a prep All-American in nearby Antioch, it's Najee Harris. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second and 9 now. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now a first down carry for Harris. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Niners, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here we go. Set.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Bronco leading. 19 tight. 19 tight. 18 rattler. 18 rattler. Warrior 70.
Now back to throw. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
60 Wildcat. 60 Wildcat.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now here's another carry for Harris. Oh, twisting away. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
On the give, this is Harris. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're...
He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18.
They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed, Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. He'll buy some time right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's third.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Come on.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
No, ready.
This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So this game tied at the half, and if you wondered who would come up with the first big play of this third quarter, we have our answer.
Well, in basketball, you know how they tell you to have active hands defensively? I think the same thing applies here. Nice job there prying the ball free. And now the guys have a chance to take the lead if they can put something together. The beauty of doing it in football, you don't get called for a foul if you hit their arms.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one caught by Kittle. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Go check, go check. Alert, alert.
They'll run with Mitchell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Seven Pirates, seven Pirates. Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll drop to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
They'll set up a throw. That's going to be caught by Pickett. And it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Just a 30-yard punt that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back to throw now on 1st down.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Cooks on the quick slant.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. A give to Harris. And he's got room.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They run again with Harris, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Haven't met a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. He'll look to throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Oren Burks. And the 49ers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter.
Let's go now.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Line. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
He'll look to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Here we go.
A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Check.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his big tight end here.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
A handoff from Mitchell running left.
And he's got some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
18, 5 in. Chop it up, 3. Check. Ready.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Cougar 19. Unlock line.
Mitchell going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
On the 6.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Mustang 19. Bronco switch.
They'll try to run with Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Reload. Jack Panther.
Another run with Mitchell. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. Taken right around the 44. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. They're in the 4th quarter in Denver. The Broncos, they have taken the lead over the Raiders late. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the car for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second